Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Root Beer here with more of our 2013 Gauss paper. We are on part C, or we're starting part C, and each question is going to be a little bit harder, but they are worth a little bit more, 8 marks apiece. We'll start with question number 21. If you haven't given it a try or given any of part C a try, I would encourage you to pause the video, try this question out, try any of them out. Reminders, you can get a copy of this paper by clicking the very first link down in the description. Now, what have we got here? An arithmetic sequence is a sequence in which each term after the first is obtained by adding a constant to the previous term. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8. You start with 2, and you add 2 to go to 4, add 2 to go to 8 or 6, and then add 2 to go to 8. 1, 4, 7, 10 is also an arithmetic sequence. You start with 1, and you add by 3s to go up to 4, 7, 10. Then the next one would be 13, then 16, and so on. These are examples of arithmetic sequences. In the grid shown, the numbers in each row must form an arithmetic sequence, so each row, and the numbers in each column must form an arithmetic sequence. So what's the value of x? We got x down here. Now we have a few things. We got 5 up here, 23 down here, 1013, 1211 here. Okay, and it's looking like x might be some pretty big numbers. 17 is in here, I guess, for some reason. So how can we approach this? Well, we can't really work out an arithmetic sequence if you only have one number. So, column-wise or row-wise, these numbers aren't useful. But if we take a look at the first column here, we do have two numbers together, so we could probably work out the sequence, work out some of these other numbers, and then from there work out maybe these rows. And then once I've got two numbers in these rows, then we can get to x. And it's good to have a plan of attack for something like this, because you don't want to just sort of try and figure out every single possible value. If there's a quick way to get your answer, that's good. We can do question 21 and then move on to question 22 a little bit faster. It gives us more time for the harder questions. So let's take a look at this little grid. So I'll add in the other numbers in a moment, but 5 and 23. Now we could try and guess our way to figure out what's going on. But we know for an arithmetic sequence, you start with some number, in this case 5, and you add the same number, which tends to get called the common difference, to every single term. So 5 goes to 5 plus d. Then we would add on another d, get the next one, and then 23 would be, well, you add on a third d. So 23 is 5 plus 3d, and that allows us to work out what d should be. So if I subtract 5, I get 18 is 3d, so d must be 6. Now I can come back and say, well, 5 plus d, that's 11. 5 plus 2d, that's 5 plus 12, that's 17. So, that might be why 17 is there. So we get 17 and we get 11. Now, we had 1211 here, and I think it was 1013. Oh, gosh, I wrote over it. 1013, and it was 1211. Okay. So we can do the same sort of thing here. Find another common difference, maybe give it a different name, e. So maybe this one's 11 plus e, and then you'd add on e again, so 11 plus 2e. And then this should be 11 plus 3e. We have another one, f, 17 plus f, and then 1013 would be 17 plus f plus a second f. So now we can work out e and f. 1211 is 11 plus 3e. 1200 is 3e. E must be 400. And now we can go back and take a look at these. So 11 plus e, that's 11 plus 400. So that's, we'll use a different color, 411. 811. And then, we get 1211. As for f, well, we know 10,013 is 17 plus 2f. So subtract 17 from both sides, we get 996 is 2f. And from there, we can work out what f is. Divide by 2, either on a calculator or by hand. 498 is f. Now I can work out this number here, 17 plus 2f. So 17 plus 498 is 515. And you can always double check if you add 498 to that again. You do get 1013. And if you add 498 again, just while we're here, we can fill out 1511 here. And now, well, what can we do? We want x down here. How do we get x? Well, we've got a column here. We know we've got 411. We add some number, maybe call it g now. And that gives us the next number, which is we know is 515. So 515 is 411 plus g. Subtract 15 minus 11 is 4. 5 minus 4 is 100. So, well, 5 minus 4 is 1, 104. So 104 is g. So we add on to 515 another 104, and we get, we'll use the orange here, 619, and that is what x is. Okay. Now we didn't need this 1511 over here. We don't need the whole thing. We can go through and fill out the whole thing. I see the common difference here is 300. So we can use that. We could go back by 104 and say 307 here. We could say, oh, you're going up by 202. So I'll go back by 202. You'll get 609 here. You can see you're going up by 302 in the first little bit. And if we go up by another 202, we'll get 1215 here. So you can fill out the whole thing. We didn't need to. And we arrived at our answer of 619, which would be B in this case. Okay? But for the people who are curious about the whole thing, there it is. It's all been filled out, so you could check the whole thing. But really, we just needed to go down one column. That allowed us to go across 2 rows, and once we had 2 in this column, we could work out x. Okay. So there we go. Very nice little question. We've got 4 more to go in Part C. Give them a try if you haven't already, and I'll see you for question number 22 in the next video.